2024 is almost at its end. There's only one last month before we enter New Year, and I really wanted to recap some great underrated anime of 2024 that you guys may have missed out on. These anime I've selected are barely talked about, and I think they are really worth being watched if you're indeed in need of, let's say, new anime, which I'm sure you are since you clicked on the video in the first place. So, without wasting your time, let us get started. I'd like to start this list off with the do-over Damsel conquers the Dragon Emperor. This is one of the more underrated anime currently airing this season. A very cute, well-animated series of how a girl gets betrayed by the man she was meant to marry, and she was then reincarnated or reborn in her younger body of a child to take a different path that will lead her on a different outcome. This time, she confessed her love to the Dragon Emperor as a joke, but he did take it seriously and was quite interested in marrying her. But now things are gonna be super interesting and different so far, but I'm really enjoying this anime. Would you guys prefer something along the lines of a demon lord and a slave elf girl? Well then, you gotta check out an Archdemons Dilemma. This is a new anime from last season. A soon-to-become demon lord named Zagan purchases a very rare silver-haired elf girl from an auction for 1 million gold coins and has fallen in love with her beauty. She may be his slave or maid, but he has deep feelings for her, yet struggles to express them a lot. The show will lead to misunderstandings, wholesome moments, and some action so you get to see the true power of a soon-to-become demon lord. The weakest Tamer began a journey to pick up trash. Now, let's take a step back from action and insanity to something more calm, but still an isekai reincarnation that is highly worth investing your time into. Now, a girl is reincarnated into a fantasy world where people are ranked by stars to determine their power or skill. However, the child she has become, named Ivy, is born starless. She's not special at all, and people call her an outcast, and eventually banished her or bullied her away from her village. But now she is out there in the outside world, scavenging for trash, befriends a rare slime creature, and does what she can to survive. Now, if you guys really want some epic action anime, take a look at this Battle Royale themed anime for characters fighting for a chance to become the next Demon King. Ishura is pretty underrated this year. With the current Demon King dying, a new one must rise. And here we have a group of powerful beings with supernatural abilities or skills who will fight amongst themselves to claim the spot of Demon King. They must prove their strength to find out who is the best and just pretty much battle it out. It's a very simple concept as there is no main character, but it's just really fun to watch. With amazing animation, by the way. Now we're moving on to Dr. Elise. This anime tells the story of a protagonist who is a villainess of a noble descent, and how evil she is, by taking people's lives. But later down the line, she had a change of heart, and instead, she wanted to help people, but her dreams were robbed upon dying in a plane crash. However, she then wakes up in her original body and wishes to use her advanced medical knowledge to continue down the path of saving lives as Dr. Elise. And instead of wanting to take the throne, she is now a medical doctor. Go Loser Ranger or Ranger Reject? Oh boy. No, this is a very, very good anime from this year, and probably among the top favorite shows of this year due to it's got a very unique concept, man, which is so well done.
全うするんだ怪人の役割を出た必殺のドラゴンブレス
The Rangers in this anime turned out to be the villains, faking themselves as the heroes so people look up to them as they put on shows that are rigged for them to win, since they made a deal with the villains who are trapped in a sky base and are let out only on one condition. One of the villains named D, however, got fed up with playing pretend and now wants to infiltrate the Ranger base, expose the truth, and just, you know, eliminate the Power Rangers for good.
よからうんすうんすうんす今のがわらわが最も得意な攻撃魔術じゃもっと広範囲を爆破することもできるぞよ
A Salad Bowl of Eccentrics is a very neat, wholesome anime that combines mystery and reverse isekai into one. The protagonist named Sarah is a girl from another world who came to Japan and grew really accustomed to living here. But then she meets a private detective who solves cases, and she doesn't mind showing off her cool powers in front of people until causing a big commotion as the guy decides to just take her in. He then made her his partner, and together they work on cases, solving them, and catch the bad guys. It's very simple, yet a very effective series that I really recommend checking out. And now we're moving on to a really unique and fun anime where you get to be in the perspective of a protagonist who is a background character.
主人公ならそんな時
And what I mean by this is that the main character watches how the heroines of the series, or the girls, lose or simply get rejected in this rom-com series. Although he does get dragged into situations where people kinda just ask for help or advice from him, and eventually, he too can experience what it's like to fall in love. But soon, he will find himself as an important character in this show, as he gets surrounded by a bunch of losing heroines who really just want to talk it out and just get some advice and, you know, friendly conversations. It's such a good anime. I really recommend this rom-com.
聞きなさい冒険者よあなたに与えられた使命それはん
This is a very cool isekai anime of a protagonist who wants nothing to do with life anymore and wishes to, well, die. That does sound kind of sad, but it's really what he wants the most. No longer allowed into the world follows Dazai, who is a protagonist that gets summoned as a hero but ultimately wants nothing to do with life and wants to die peacefully somewhere of his choice. Although he looks incredibly weak with only 1 hit point or HP to his status, he surprisingly has a lot of tricks to his sleeve that makes him pretty strong. But keep in mind, this is a parody anime, and it does a great job at making you laugh and do enjoy it.
それは今から君を脅迫するからだいいか研究には観測が必要だ
Finally, for the last anime on today's video list, Orb on the Movements of the Earth. I was wrong about this one, boys. This is the most underrated anime of the current season, and sure, it may not be for everyone, as it truly just focuses on a lot on the subject of science and discovery or astronomy. The protagonist, Raphael, is a genius prodigy who is expected to go to university and study theology. However, he meets a mysterious man who specializes in astronomy with a brilliant background of his work, which ultimately got him arrested. Now, Raphael takes a huge interest in astronomy to learn about the planets and stars, as that is his major goal in what he wants to pursue for his career. It is risky, but man, what this anime shows is crazy cool, man. And the events that unfold and everything about it, check it out. Just check it out. that is all I have for this video of the underrated anime from 2024. But trust me though, do check out these anime whenever you got the time, and I hope you won't be disappointed with my recommendations. If you did enjoy them, please do drop a like to show your support, and subscribe to stay notified of all my latest uploads here on YouTube. Take care everyone, and I'll be seeing you all in the next one.